Welcome back everyone to Piney Plays the Burglar, and I am back here with Bingo, who is telling me that the elves are planning an offensive. Well, of course I already knew that because they were inviting me to join them. Unfortunately for Bingo, he seems to be felt left out on this.
The elves have begun an offensive into Mirkwood. It sounds exciting.
Yes, and I've been reading some of these books you brought me, Petronella, but I have to confess that this bench is not the most secluded of spots, and I've overheard a number of interesting conversations on this perch. Yes, that offensive that I was just mentioning, because they are even now beginning to seize footholds on the other side of the river. Now, I am not keen on participating in any battles, really, but I do believe that is my authorial responsibility to see the inside of Mirkwood if my book is to be complete. I spoke with an elf named Kalingoth at the docks, but he refused my request that I be allowed across the river. He said he would not be responsible for my safety. Can you believe that? Well, I have a capital idea. If we can prove that I am not afraid of orcs, Kalingoth will have no choice but to recognize that I deserve to cross the river. I have heard that orcs have invaded the area in the northwestern reaches of the Golden Wood, and that an elf named Falaron needs his help in combating them. Let us find him and volunteer to help. Volunteer to help Falaron in killing orcs. Righto! I see that Bingo has arrived, but I don't think I need 3 guesses to figure out who's going to be doing the actual orc killing. Hello there!
What business have you with the Lord and Lady?
You are the companion of Bingo Boffin. He's an amusing fellow and insists that he is not afraid of orcs. He asked me to write this note granting him permission to fight our foes, and I have complied, though on some level I must doubt whether this is wise. But here's the parchment. May it puts his mind at rest, and if you will fight the orcs in Fanuithal to the north, this simple act of script may prove worth the time and the ink. Very well. I will hope so. Well, just see if anyone upstairs needs anything from me. Hello, I'm about to raid the orc camps. Anything you need from me?
Evil stirs in the shadows, and the Galathrim have need of aid.
Well, if you're here to help against the orcs, then I have a small assignment for you. The orcs frequently employ runners and scouts to deliver messages between their camps, and we will hamper their efforts to coordinate their warriors if these scouts are defeated. If you would be so kind as to defeat a few of their message runners, I would be much obliged. They have been spotted patrolling throughout the eastern half of Fanuithal, north of here. Right. I can take care of a scout or 3, and what will you be needing?
Tarry a moment and speak with me.
Yeah, and
The Galathrim will need your aid.
I am Mahanet, the quartermaster of this force. Are you here to help in our struggles against the orcs? Our scouts have noticed that they are cutting a great deal of lumber, likely for use in constructing fortifications and siege engines. They must not stand by while we have such a threat developing. Were matters more urgent, I would ask you to burn those supplies, but as things are not yet that pressing, I would have you take these phials of liquid and apply it to their wood piles before they are finished curing, as this will weaken the wood, rendering it useless for their purposes, but without their knowledge. The orcs have also recently brought a number of crates out from their stores deep in Moria. I would like you to steal the contents of a number of these crates so that we can perhaps guess as to what evils they are preparing. Alright, see. Pour liquid on lumber and collect contents of crates. Gotcha! Ooh, Is that one of the scouts up there? Maybe it is. Well then, seeing how I am the scout for the elves, let's... Hey. There you go, thank you. Good. How are you doing? Hey, do you have any messages that you're trying to deliver against the forces of Lothlorien or anything like that? Maybe not. Well then, let's find a few more of these, because I'm sure there are... Wait. It doesn't look like one of those messengers, but... Hey, maybe he has something in his pockets. Hey. That a... Let me see if I saw in there what I thought I saw in there. Oh, I didn't find anything in there. There you go. Fanwithal. Boy. How do the elves pronounce all these names? Look at this. Piles of wood. Probably intended to make siege engines and the like. There's only one thing we can do with that. Let's pour some liquid over there. Good. Hopefully it's enough to help disturb all of this. And a little bit more. Looks like there are enough drops here to treat 9 of these. Here's the third pile because we want to pile up as much of this wood as possible. Good. There is... Oh, hold on. What do we have here? Ah! Ooh! A warg! Aha! I saw you sneaking around. There you go. That's what you get for sneaking around. Now, on the other hand, payback time, right? I'll sneak around them. Oh, do you have anything in your pockets? Nothing! Bummer. I'll have to deal with you then. Good. Now, let's take care of this. Now, are there any of these boxes or crates or whatever I'm supposed to be collecting items from? I haven't seen any of them around yet. There we go. And wait, I must have a pretty big file here if I'm able to soak 9 of these with it. I guess they're being very subtle in this. It's a very subtle soaking so that the orcs wouldn't notice it. Right. But I hope it's going to be enough. Right? It's going to be enough to do an effective job. And not just say, oh, we're pretending to do a job here. Well, actually, they're going to have no trouble with their siege engines. Oh, a box! Crate! Or whatever. No, that doesn't look right. Oh, this one! Ooh. Alright, some sort of metal parts in there. Probably for making these siege engines. Hey, maybe he has more metal parts inside his pockets. You never know. No. Then I'll just have to kill him. Yeah, that's the solution. Find an orc, you kill the orc, right? I think it's something like that. There you go. Now, let's see. That's the last of those wood piles I see, which is just as well because I ran out of liquid. Ah, here's another one. Good. And there should be some more around here. How about this away? I think I could carry one more of them. Let's just deal with one more orc then. See what's he's got in his pockets. Nothing. Ah, disappointing orcs. Yes, orcs. Disappointing hobbits for... Who knows how long they... Oh, you! Hey, I didn't ask for your company. Did I want your company? Nope. Here, try that. There you go. You died with a 5 on your head. Now, let's see. Let's head back to the elf and tell them that we've dealt with the scouts, have a few parts, and whatever we did to those pieces of lumber. I've taken care of that liquid, and here are the parts I found.
What news from abroad?
Excellent! These parts were for the construction and repair of siege weapons. The orcs shall have to make do without them, thanks to your efforts. You also dealt with their supplies of lumber? Yes, that's very good. Very good
Tarry a
indeed.
moment and speak with me.
And I managed to take care of those scouts.
There is little comfort left beneath the eaves of the Golden Wood.
Ah, you returned. Tell me, are their scout numbers reduced? Yeah, that's what I just said. Good. Now, let's go and report in and tell them about our efforts in killing orcs. I took out at least a dozen of those nasty orcs. Will that do?
Servants of the enemy cannot pass the bounds of Lorien.
Well done, my friends. I am pleased that you have returned from your campaign against the orcs in good health and with victory. It seems you did not really need my permission at all, but I am glad to have granted it all the same. All right, thank you. Now, what do you say about that, Bingo?
We did it! And did you notice? We have permission to fight enemies anywhere!
What? Anywhere? Yes, anywhere. It says I could engage the enemies of Lothlorien, but it does not specify where those enemies to be found. Bring the parchment to Calangoth at the docks, and he will have no choice but to bring me across the river into Mirkwood. You're joking me, aren't you? Really? 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 Perhaps before I join Bingo in this little excursion, I should speak with Brygleen here. Hello there. Haldir sent me?
I had begun to wonder if you would not wish to be part of the first crossing.
You have come at last, Petronella. Yes. See you the river ondoing? Well, it's pretty hard to miss, seeing that it's right there. Yes. Alright, I see the river. Its currents are strong, though this be a calm enough place to cross, and once we land on the far shore, we will need to be ready for anything. The landing may be uneventful, but then it may be tumultuous indeed. I will be up to Firgram on the other side of the Anduin to ensure that all goes smoothly as it may. Once we are secure on the beaches, I will arrange for a second crossing to bridge the company that will escort the prisoner to Dol Guldur. Are you ready to travel upon the first boats across? Speak with Calangoth down the docks if you are ready. Well, I will get ready, and we're about to have a little bit of taste of war, I believe. Now, let's see, the docks. The docks will be this way, of course. Yeah, because there is the... what is this? The Nimrodel or something like that? And let's see. Ah, here we go. One little river crossing. Oh, I always miss that one. I don't know why I never see this bridge. There you go. Hello there. Hello there. I'm with Bingo Boffin and all this stuff, and I have this note. Well, okay. Yes, I've also been sent by a lot of other people. Yes.
Be wary, traveler. Orcs have come down from the mountains.
I am sorry, but I told your friend that the Golden Host is beginning a dangerous assault, and I will not be responsible for his well-being. He would be better served remaining behind and riding in relative safety. What's this? Yeah? Well, I cannot say I agree with Falaron's assessment, but this parchment does relieve me of any responsibility should anything happen to Bingo within the forest. I will no longer prevent him from crossing into the Mirkwood, but know that you will need to survive the landing and do the Golden Host's commands before Bingo will be free to explore. Okay, yes, I understand that. And anyway, it sounds like a lot of other people are waiting for me to do some stuff on the other side. Very well. I will head across into Mirkwood, but that will be for next time, which we will do when we return for our next chapter in Pineleaf Plays The Burglar, when we go into Mirkwood.